When it comes to weight loss and your ability to manage your weight, a lot of advice you hear out there concerns either diet or exercise, and for good reason. But what if there's a third component that most of us are completely ignoring? Naturally, I'm referring to sleep. And is sleep really that important? Well, not only can it potentially be very important, it may even be more important than diet and exercise. But to understand why this is the case, we need to explore one of the biggest myths in all of fitness and weight loss. This myth is the direct causational myth, as I like to call it. It goes something like this, like if you eat a certain way, you'll lose weight. Like do X, you get result Y. You do this exercise, you burn belly fat or whatever the case may be. This is the idea that permeates our fitness culture because it's really easy to sell you stuff like this, like do this diet, get the body of your dreams and so on. But this isn't actually how fitness and weight management really works. As I explained in my book, Fitness Independence, we have to recognize that fitness is, of course, a natural process, which obeys the natural principles of Mother Nature, which are always duality in, well, nature. We don't have so much just one thing leading to one result. Instead, we have two sides to every balance of the equation. And your actual result in weight is the relationship between these two balances, kind of like a yin and a yang. Or when it comes to weight management, we have caloric intake and energy expenditure. And any single habit that you have from a diet or an exercise perspective doesn't really manage the balance as a whole, as it influences one half of this equation. Of course, that doesn't mean that eating a certain way or doing an exercise is inept and doesn't do anything. Yes, it does. It doesn't do quite as much or have full control over the numbers on the scale or your waistline. So what we want to do is we want to look at what sort of habits have the biggest influence to this balance as a whole, not just your caloric intake or caloric expenditure, but your caloric and energy balance that are the easiest to maintain. And that's where sleep comes in, because when you get a good night of sleep over time, you're not directly causing a whole lot to happen from a caloric intake and expenditure, but you are sending this massive amount of ripple effect through almost every aspect to your diet and exercise habits. Your energy level goes up, hormone regulation is improved, your craving for sweets and carbohydrates goes down, your ability to push yourself harder in your exercise goes up, your natural tendency to be active every single day and just burn more calories, attitude goes up, emotion, every single little tiny thing that influences your caloric intake and expenditure is directly influenced by your energy level, which is heavily influenced by sleep. If you want to learn more about simple habits that make a big influential impact on your weight and energy level, check out these videos here. Thoughts and questions down below. Thank you so much for watching. Be fit and live free.